Welcome to this edition of the Western Canada Officiating Development Partnership. With the season in full swing, we figured now is a good time to talk about two really important components of officiating: fitness and skating. Fitness is a large piece of the officiating pie. It is something that is very controllable, and no matter what level you're at, you can work to improve. It may be a person who likes to run, ride the bike, maybe you like classes or individual workouts, maybe you like hot yoga. It doesn't really matter if you're doing the things necessary to get ready to work your games. Skating is the other component we will touch on in this episode. Each of you skates at a different level. It is something you can work on, whether at public skating, maybe taking power skating lessons, maybe even personal lessons. Skating is a skill you can work on and enhance at every level. We always say you must be able to skate as good as the players you are working. Let's get some thoughts from some of our partners.
For officiating, skating is our it's the building block that we all build off of. You can't be an official if you can't skate. So it's such an essential part of the game, and being able to react, being able to not have to think about it at all, so you can focus your mind on other things. When it becomes second nature, that's when you really start to see you excel as an official. So making sure you're practicing that, even things that you think you're good at, you can find different drills that you don't know how to do, and so that different edge work and things like that, you can see it play it out in the game of, like, if I did this differently, I can react in a different way, get out of the way, be at the place where I need to be to make the call.
Having good skating shows that we're professional, we're serious about our jobs, shows that we're not lazy. If we're keeping up with play, coaches are gonna put their trust in us that we're in the right spot to see a play happen. Foot speed's a big thing, sometimes as a referee when we're down low, players can get in our way, like in front of the net or whatever, if the puck's on the other side of the net. So having good foot speed allows us to get kind of the right angle at the play to see the play develop.
I took a couple power skating things, and that's good, but you got to pay for it and stuff like that. So the easiest thing that I found in order to do that was to just work slightly lower levels, stuff where maybe the actual game, you can be slightly more mindless, I guess, and you can try new things and put yourself outside your comfort zone. It makes those games more interesting, and it also, at the same time, builds your skating strength, I'd say. And I think that's kind of the best opportunity, and you get paid for it, so might as well do it.
Yeah, I think getting out to the rink, obviously in power skating lessons and stuff like that, is obviously going to lead to success. Getting reps is a big thing, so obviously practice makes perfect. I would say, getting out here, taking up, the ice when you get it, and not just getting thrown into an in-game situation is obviously, good. Being proactive, that's how you're going to learn out here. Like I said, practice makes perfect.
Our biggest challenge for linesmen is transitioning forward to backward, right? And getting to that line, but then maybe there's a turnover and you got to peel out. And that's really what that drill helps you with, is you can get to that blue line, then you can get backwards. So I love, those transition drills are for sure one of the most important linesperson drills outside of skating as fast as you can to the net, right? But we also worked on keeping your head up while you're skating, not simply looking forward, say like a player possibly could, right? We need to be able to look beside us while we're skating as fast as we can forwards, to be able to make sure that we're actually looking at the play and not just showing off our skating skills, right? So it's a great drill.
That drill today, we did a bump and pivot drill in our skating session earlier this morning, and honestly it was something that I struggled with. It's not the way that I usually do it on the ice, the habits that I'm accustomed to, and it was a really good drill and very good moment for me to realize that, hey, this is something that I can work on. Even in the game today, I started to work on it, though it was uncomfortable. I tried to push myself into that uncomfortable zone, try and make it something that's comfortable that I don't have to think about into the future.
So simulating the drill we had in practice can translate to the game, right? So working on these drills, getting these reps translates into the game so that you don't even have to think about that, right? You can focus on working with your partner. You can focus on the calls that need to be made and not that footwork or the skating. Working on these drills, getting through the reps, creating the habits and tendencies so that when the game comes, we don't have to think about that, right? Which gives us the chance to work on our sight lines and our positioning.
A lot of it, I find, is kind of dependent on person to person. I mean, everybody's different. We all need to be fit to do this job, but it's finding a nice balance of what's good for yourself to put yourself in a good position to succeed on the ice. And obviously we have a baseline that we want to reach with our fitness for each of us, but it's all part of appearance. If I come in with my shirt untucked or a stain on my shirt, it's no different than if I come in and they say, "Oh, that guy looks like he put on 50 pounds this summer," right? Like, it kind of all goes back to our image, right? We want to look the part and look good, and it kind of gains us that little bit of respect from the coaches and the players if we look the part too.
In this sciencey background, I guess, it's a lot harder to go with these fluctuations. It is a lot more work on your body, and you're not going to get the same result every time. If you're putting your body through these highs and lows, it's a lot easier to find something that works for you, find something that you can maintain, and then something that you've created a base and you can build upon. And there's lots of people in the most recent years actually that have great examples of either being able to add muscle mass or being able to just shed those few extra pounds and then maintain it based on some just small lifestyle changes or small dietary, small workout changes that they can then now carry on through life. And I think that's like a really important thing that maybe gets missed sometimes. As much as we're training for a sport, we are training to be able to do all these things in life. And it all comes back to just having a healthy base and then building out to what you believe are your goals or what you're finding your weaknesses, your strengths, and building from that foundation that we have.
Some great insights. We encourage you to get out and work on those two skill sets. You have to be in good shape and a good skater to get a chance at that next level you're hoping to achieve. If you're in shape and skating well, it allows you the opportunity to achieve your officiating goals. Hard work, dedication, and love of your craft will take you a long ways. If you're still unsure where to start or need guidance finding what works for you with your fitness, we encourage you to check out the fitness plan with video examples created by Western Hockey League officiating coach and former NHL linesperson Vaughn Rohde with the link in the description below. We wish you great games, we wish you safe travel, enjoy your teammates, and we'll see you soon.